We're actually going live now, so you can join, and we'll be starting here in just a few minutes. Starting in a few minutes. We just wanted to make sure everybody could get on as we're live now. Welcome home.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to our gratitude service. We are so excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Today what we wanted to really focus on is what is it that we are really grateful for and what we are grateful for here at the Center for Spiritual Living Antelope Valley. See, I could do that? See, I just knew how to mellow down my voice, how to bring it down, right? God is so good. All of a sudden, God gives me this like great big range. God, also known, of course, as Bruce, our amazing practitioner in training. I used to call him DJ Bruce, which still is DJ Bruce to us. So we just want to welcome each and every single one of you guys. Those of you who are listening from your cars, thank you guys for being here. Those of you who are here live, those of you who are watching on Facebook Live, thank you guys so very much for being here. We're here today again just to celebrate each and every single one of us, to celebrate, to be in absolute gratitude. And so, of course, like in all things, we want to just start by just taking the time and just turning within. So if just right there, right where you are, whether you're watching here with us live, whether you're in your car, whether you're watching from your Facebook Live, let's just turn within in this moment. And so how truly great, how grand, and how glorious it is. So no, truly and absolutely, there's only but one power, one activity, one source, one life, one energy, one vibration, one frequency that I lovingly, humbly call God. Knowing that it's in all, through all, as all, I know that it expresses in, through, and as my very life. So it is right here and right now, from this place of true and absolute oneness, that I speak a word of blessing right here, right now for this service. Calling this service good. In fact, I call it very good. In fact, I call it great. I know that everything that needs to be said is said. I know that everything that needs to be heard is heard. I bless the readings as we are being ministered through reading, as being ministered through affirmation, as we are being ministered through meditation, as we are being ministered through voice, through the amazing anointment of Stacey. So indeed, truly, I am grateful for this time together. I'm grateful for each and every single one of you that has said yes to joining us, whether you're here live, whether you're in your car, whether you're watching Facebook Live. We appreciate you and we thank God for you. In absolute gratitude. I know it is good. In fact, I know it's very good. I simply just allow it to be by saying, and so it is. Amen. So it is. Oh, yeah, so it is. Beautiful. All right, Esperanza, you want to come up here and join me at the podium?
Sorry.
And I believe that you've got some announcements for us.
I do have some announcements. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Yes? All right. Well, welcome everybody. I'm really excited. Thank you, Carlo, for being here. I am just always so honored in your presence because I just see, I see that God within you. Just speaking up, speaking out, and giving us all the opportunity to be one with all that is.
Thank you. Just being a mirror for you and for everybody else here. Thank you.
So I have some announcements, some things that I wanted to let everybody know today. And then also I wanted to just say that these announcements will also be on the newsletter that's coming out for December. So please, if you miss anything or you need some numbers or any of that stuff, you can always call us, but you can always look for that newsletter as well, so you can get that information from there. So first of all, it's really important that we all follow the guidelines. We want to make sure that everybody stays safe. So please wear your mask at all times while you're outside. You don't obviously have to wear it if you're in your car. If you come out and you go to the restroom or anything, please put your mask on. And we also are following the 6 feet physical distancing. So thank you for that. I wanted to also encourage all of you to follow us on Facebook. It's just wonderful to be able to know that we have a Facebook offering every Sunday, with Carlo. It's just amazing. And I just love it. It's at 11:15. We can provide you with that information and that address. And it's on the website. I know Jane puts it on Facebook all the time, the Friends page, so that everybody can get on, and I would really recommend that you do that. Also, you see these two big baskets in the front. Those are love donations. So if you want to stretch your feet a little bit and come on up and put in your love donation, they're always, we're always grateful for them, always. And if you want someone to do that for you and you're in your car and don't feel good getting out of the car, just wave it in the air and someone will come get it from you. Something that's happening in January that's really, really important, and I wanted to let all of you know, is that we will be having a membership meeting in January. It is scheduled for Sunday, January the 31st at 1 p.m. We are going to be doing that via Zoom. So I will have all that information on the newsletter when it goes out, and I'll also have it posted on our Facebook page, on the Friends page. And if you need more information, just call the center here or call one of us so that we can provide that information to you. So that's really important. The other thing I wanted to just say is that we do have, how many, Renee? 2, 3 board positions open? Two. Two board positions open. So if you feel it in your heart and something's calling at you, nudging at you, whatever it's doing, but it's just, kind of giving you a little kick, come on down, give us a call. Let us know that you're interested, that you want to be of service. We would love to have you. That information will also be on the newsletter that comes out.
And you have foundations.
And the requirements are that you have had the foundation class and that you're an active member of the center and participating fully. So I am really excited to see who is coming along, because somebody has to leave. But anyway, I think that's all I have for now. Look out for your newsletter. I'm hoping to get that out probably by the second week of December. It'll have all this information on it. Okay? Thank you.
And now we have, of course, the amazing talents of Stacey Justis, who's going to be singing a beautiful song for us. So please, let's show Stacey Justis some love. Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you. What a beautiful day today. How cool is this? We can do this outside. It would be nice if we could do this every week, every day. Before I bring my need, I will bring my heart. Before I lift my cares, I will lift my arms. I want to know you, I want to find you in every moment, in every season. Before I bring my need, I will bring my heart and seek you first. I want to seek you, I want to seek you first. I want to keep you, I want to keep you first. More than anything I want you first. Before I speak a word, let me hear your voice. Oh, and in the midst of pain, let me feel your joy. I want to know you, I want to find you in every season, in every moment. Before I speak a word, I will bring my heart and seek you first. I want to seek you, I want to seek you first. I want to keep you, I want to keep you first. More than anything I want you first. Ooh, you are my treasure, you're my reward. Let nothing ever come before. You are my treasure, you're my reward. nothing ever come before. I seek you first. I wanna keep you, I wanna keep you first. I wanna seek you, I wanna seek you first. More than anything, I want you first.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes, let's give her some love. That's what it sounds like when you sing for God and when you sing as God. That's what that sounds like. Singing for God, singing as God. That's the truth.
Thank you.
Everywhere present has to be right where you're at. You know, in all things, as all things. I love this so much. I love the song, and I always love to see what phrase catches me. And the phrase that caught me in that song this particular time is, before I speak a word, I will bring my heart. Before I speak a word, I will bring my heart. Check in here first before you speak a word. I love that. And now, of course, we bring our own amazing queen of consciousness, our Esperanza, who's going to give us our first reading and will also lead us in our affirmation. Esperanza. Queen of consciousness.
Queen of consciousness. Wow. Woohoo. So yesterday, we were here and we were kind of going through the service and just, practicing, getting ready, that kind of stuff. And I had a different reading yesterday, one that I had picked out during the week that had called to me. And last night when we left here, I left my book here. So I left it here and I thought, what did I do with that book? I think I lost it. And didn't know that it was here, even though I did know that it was here. And so I started looking for something else to read, and I found this reading from a Science of Mind magazine. It says Science of Mind magazine #1. Okay, so I don't know if it's a really old #1 magazine or what it is, but it was a beautiful reading, and it's called The Spiritual Practice That Will Change Your Life.
Mm.
There is a foolproof way to get more love, more happiness, peace, and joy in your life. And while it is simple, it is not always easy. We are talking about gratitude. This becomes a spiritual practice when we move from simply showing appreciation or returning kindness to feeling and expressing gratitude for all the wonderful things, big and small, that are in our lives. What we focus on grows. When we focus on how grateful for the love, happiness, peace, and joy already in our lives, we send a message to the universe. More of this, please. What do you want more of in your life? Focus on it. Focus on it with great gratitude and watch it grow. That was beautiful, right?
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So I passed out some of the affirmation so we can read it together. I'm going to go ahead and read it first, and then you guys can all read it with me. Okay?
Yes.
Today, I celebrate the first day of the rest of my life. I allow my heart to expand with love and gratitude as I embrace all the beauty and all the miracles that are in my life right here and now, beginning with the miracle of life that flows through me, as me. So if you want to join me now. Today, I celebrate the first day of the rest of my life. I allow my heart to expand with love and gratitude as I embrace all the beauty and all the miracles that are in my life right here and now, beginning with the miracle of life that flows through me, as me. And so it is. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's give her some love. And now for our second song, right? Singing, like I said, singing for God and singing as God, our amazing, fabulous, talented Stacey Justis. Let's give her some love.
Thank you. This song is called Oceans, and I just invite you, as you're listening to this song, to imagine going deeper in your faith. And imagine that even through the waves as they rise, that there's something deeper, and that Spirit is always there and guiding you. Always and in all ways.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. And there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. And I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine. Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. Where feet may fail and fear surrounds me, you've never failed and you won't start now. So I will call upon your name, oh, and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine. Let me walk upon, wherever you would call. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. I'm so overblown with emotion. In the presence of my Savior, Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters, wherever you call me, and I will call upon your name, and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, and you are mine. And you are mine. Thank you.
Yes, 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 yes. Let's give her some love. That's exactly why I said singing for God as God. Because I felt that. I've heard that song a few times before, but not like I heard it today. So I was being overwhelmed by the love, and I love that phrase, when oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours and you are mine. That means in the midst of whatever shows up for you, your soul is at rest, for it knows the truth. And how appropriate that you sing the song when our practitioner in training, Bruce Smith, is going to come up and do a reading. I just wanted to say something really quickly just on that, Bruce. You're answering a call to be a practitioner. That when you've answered that call, you are now going to the place of no return. And I mean that. A word of caution. And it's a great word of caution. Life is not going to be the same as it ever was before you answer that call. I tell you that right now. Because you are answering a call from within. You are answering a call from the part of you that wanted to be discovered by the human you. That it's always been there. It was there before form showed up, meaning before your physical being, that spirit, is that call for practitioner training. Because you, when you're called to practitioner training, Reverend Nirvana Gale said to me, remember, it's not like a lab coat. You don't put it on and then you take it off. A practitioner is who you are wherever you go. A practitioner is who you're going to be when those oceans rise. Your soul will have to be at peace because people will be looking for you. They'll be reaching for the light that you are. So thank you so much for answering the call to practitioner training.
Thank you very much for those words of encouragement.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
Today's reading will be from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. And it starts with a quote from Jesus. When you make the two one, when you make the inner as outer, and the outer as inner, then shall you enter the kingdom. And he goes on, the goal of all experience is to remove whatever might keep us from being whole. The things we learn through love and pain reduce our walls and bring our inner and outer life together. And all the while, the friction of being alive erodes whatever impediments remain. But the simplest and deepest way to make who we are at one with the world is through the kinship of gratitude. Nothing brings the worlds of spirit and earth together more quickly. To be grateful means giving thanks for more than just the things we want, but also for the things that surmount our pride and stubbornness. Sometimes the things I've wanted and worked for, if I'd actually received them, would have crushed me. Sometimes just giving thanks for the mystery of it all brings everything and everyone closer, the way suction pulls streams of water together. So take a chance and openly give thanks, even if you're not sure what for, and feel the plenitude of all that is living brush up against your heart. So now we have a few minutes of meditation, and I'm extremely pleased to say practitioner Renee will be leading us with the gong in meditation. Thank you.
So just very gently make your way back here. I don't know about you guys, but I was teleported. I was transported. If there is a way that we could have the sound of what it sounds like to go through another portal, that's the sound. Like it really is. You know, like we were just being sent through a portal. Thank you so much for that. I so appreciate it. Feel this waves of just energy and love. So I wanted to say a couple of things first before I started. First of all, I just wanted to say, there's not enough gratitude. There's not enough thank you. So I'll say it and I'll say it again. I just want to say thank you to every single person. I'm going to say thank you to Stacey for her gifts, for her talents, for her dedication, for her energy, for her commitment. To Joey for always being of service. She came in as I was doing my live, and I said, Joey, you saved the day. She's like, that's what I do. She's like, I saved the day, and I go, yes, you do. To Esperanza, I call her our queen of consciousness, to Jane, to Renee for that consciousness to do that, for every single one of you being here, Bruce, for you for answering the call for practitioner training. This is just phenomenal, and so I just wanted to just say thank you. I'm already so full. I feel like we've already had service. I feel that anything that I can say or would say would just sort of flow over already of just how full we've been, and it's really interesting. So what I wanted to what I called, or the theme of my talk today, is a question. Can I stop being thankful now? Right? And I've been reading Joel Goldsmith, and one of the words or things that I found is he always talks about the mesmeric, the hypnosis that we in this world plane, in this human form, we don't even realize that we take on. And what I find that around Thanksgiving is that people start to get excited about the attitude of gratitude, right? We're gonna have Thanksgiving dinner, and people get excited for the shopping, and even though these times are different, we're not doing big crowds and we're not getting together, but it's still a time where we start to go, oh, let's be thankful. And even if it's gonna be 3 of us or 2 of us or 4 of us or just our immediate family, it's like we're thankful for the moment, and we look around and we are in this great moment of gratitude. And then I find that the day after Thanksgiving, our concern is Black Friday, right? It's no longer that attitude of gratitude. It's like, where's that sale? How much off can I get off of this thing or that thing or those things, or where can I get the biggest thing? And instead of realizing that gratitude, the state of gratitude, the consciousness of gratitude, what I consider, what I feel, is that it should be a non-ending, ever going. In fact, it should become greater and bigger in your life. It should be something where we're literally just looking right now and going, can we just stop for a second and just look at the fact and just be grateful for gravity? Just the fact that I can just stand here on this ground and not just collapse. Let me just say thank you to that. Like, we just take it for granted. We're like, oh, look, the sun is shining. What big deal? A big deal? Hi, if we were any closer to it, it'd be a different experience. If we were any further to it, it'd be a different experience. So definitely, thank you, sun, for being at the exact perfect location, right? To be walking around and to go, isn't that weird? Look at my hands. Look, I can wiggle my fingers. Wow, thank you. How great is that? I just saw yesterday in this amazing series called Voices of Fire that I recommend for each and every one of you guys to watch. It's on Netflix. It's an amazing, I think it's only 6 episodes, and it's about putting Pharrell and his uncle, who's a bishop at this church, is getting this choir together. There was a gentleman named Marcus who suffered an accident, and he was paralyzed from the neck down. He was told he would never walk again, literally paralyzed from the neck down. And next thing you know, he is auditioning to be part of this choir, but now his right hand, or his left hand, I'm sorry, has to stay like this because of the paralysis in his hand. Right? And this one has very little movement. And so watching that and being observant of that reminded me to be how grateful I need to be for my fingers. I have forgotten that this isn't normal. That this isn't just something to not be taken aware of, right? And it reminded me as I was sitting here in meditation, it's so interesting. You took me literally, it was a portal. And I would say probably about 15 years ago, I'm at MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. A couple clients invited me to this event, and there was a couple there with their baby in a stroller. And I don't know why, but I focused my attention on the baby. The baby was in the stroller. and there's conversation happening. I just started looking. And all of a sudden I noticed that the baby, his or her little foot comes from the outside of the blanket like this. And when it comes out of the blanket, she goes, like it got surprised that there was a foot that came out. Like it literally was like this. And I'm watching that. And that caught my attention. I'm like, whoa, she's discovering, or he's discovering his little foot for the first time, like being aware that it came out of the blanket and it went like this. And all of a sudden it goes, and it went to grab it. And when it grabbed it, it must have tickled, right? Because he or she grabbed the bottom of her feet and she went like this, like, oh my God, I did that. I went like this, it tickled my foot, and now I feel the sensation. And I just kept watching. And all of a sudden, of course, like all babies do, it grabbed it and it started going like this. And it literally grabbed the big toe and it went, and when it grabbed the big toe and put it in its mouth, it was like, oh my God. It's my toe, I can grab it, I tickled it, and then I could put it in my mouth, and then it creates this other sensation, right? And right now, as I was sitting there, and that memory came to me, I was like, when did we stop forgetting the magic of being who we are? When did we forget that? When did we forget to say, wow, God, thank you. You created me in this particular experience, in this human form, for a reason, for a purpose. And that's what we've been talking about as I keep thinking about gratitude, right? Is that what we have to remember is that each and every one of us was sent here to respond to a need that the world cried out for. Every single one of us, every one of us. From those of us, whether you're watching on Facebook Live, whether you're here, whether you're in your car, every one of us, including the fact that your chatter right now might be going, me? What do I do? I just do X, Y, Z. No, specifically you. Because you have bought into the hypnotism, believing that all you're meant to do is just to be here and labor and be in pain and in thoughts of worry and lack and limitation, because you've bought into that belief system. You've bought into that hypnosis that was supposed to be, because we haven't stopped to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop making up stories about what I'm supposed to be doing here. Because anything that I can come up with, I'm making up. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the bottom of what was God's purpose for having me be here. What was God's idea? God had an idea to create me. And God makes no mistakes. Everything is on purpose. There's literally zero mistakes on this plane. Everything is on time and in time. Everything is happening exactly as it should. So rather than me making up stories that have to do with history, with my upbringing, with my culture, with my social economic status, with the fact that I was, we buy into all of these titles. Well, I'm a middle child. And so you know how it is, the middle child is always asking for this and that. No, you bought into that. Oh, I'm the baby of the family. You know how the baby, no, you bought into, I'm the baby of the family and I was the adult of the family. So there goes that story. Every time people would say, oh, you're the baby, oh my God, you must have gotten spoiled. No. That was not my baby of the family. So what I'm saying is that we buy into these things instead of stopping and one day just asking ourselves the question and to say, hold on a second. Let me just stop. And let me just wrap my brain around this one sentence for just a while, as long as I can, until my spirit believes it, until I hear the same call that Bruce heard. Maybe not for practitioner training, that's not the call that I'm saying, but the call that reminds you of who and what you really are. Right? Let me just stop and just wrap myself around this phrase every single day until my subconscious and my conscious are aware that it's the exact same thing. And here's the sentence. God is all that there is, and God is all that there is in, through, and as my very life. Period. I'm just going to wrap my brain around that sentence every single day until it becomes so me that it's natural as just me taking a breath. That it's natural as me just opening my eyes. I'm going to just wrap my brain around that one sentence every single day. I don't know for how long. I don't know if it's going to be 3 months, 6 months, a year, 10 years, 20 years. That's not my concern. My concern is that I'm going to wrap my brain around this sentence that says, God is all that there is, and God is all that there is in, through, and as my very life. So that once I wrap myself around that, I wrap my brain around that sentence, and I say it, and I say it, and I say it, and it feels so natural now as me taking a breath, then comes the next question. Got it. So now that I've wrapped my brain around that sentence, and I know that God is all that there is, and God is all that there is in, through, and as my very life, now I can start asking questions. Now I can say, well, God, now that I know that you are being all that you are in, through, and as my life, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? You had an idea for me to be here. What is it, God? What is it? Let me find out what it is. Let me now investigate that. Let me inquire. I am now inquiring. I'm not questioning. There's a big difference. I'm not questioning. I'm not walking around questioning God. Who am I to question God that has made everything, that is back of all things, seen and unseen, heard and unheard, felt and unfelt? No, I'm not questioning. I'm inquiring. God, I get it now. I get that you are all that there is, and I get that you're being all that there is in, through, and as my very life. So now I'm not going to look and go, God, I've wasted 49 years. I've wasted 34 years. I've wasted 52 years. No, I don't care how old I am. When I come to the realization, and I'm thankful to know that you are all that there is, and you are being all that there is in, through, and as my life. Now, at 49, at 59, at 69, at 79, at 89, until I have breath, now I get to go, now, God, what's my purpose? I'm inquiring, God, because I want to fulfill it. I want to live it. I want to live it. I know now that every single thing that has taken place in my life, that which I called good, that which I called bad, that which I called indifferent, was only here for my evolution. That's the only reason. It was here for me to evolve, for me to grow. And I am so thankful that there's a power and a presence that could see beyond what I can see. Right? So those of you who are watching on Facebook Live, you can't see, but there's a wall in front of me. Behind that wall, there's a building that now limits my seeing. Right? It limits my seeing. I can't see past that building. But what I can lean on is the knowing that there's a power presence that could see beyond that. And all that is beyond that for and about me is for and about my highest and my greatest good. That's it. That's it. I'm going to lean on that knowing. No, I can't see, but here's what I do know. That what's beyond what I can't see is for my highest and my greatest good. So it's really interesting, right, to see Joan. Sister Joan, how are you, my love? Always so great to see you and your beautiful family. How are you? Why do I bring Joan up? So her daughter, Deborah, and I were students in practitioner training. I met her the first day of Prac 1. First day. Had never met her before in my life, had never even seen her. We sit down, she walks in, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's some past life thing, I don't know what it was, but all of a sudden I look at her and I go, I saved a seat for you, sit right here. It literally was like that. I'm not even kidding you. I was like, there's a seat here for you. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. You guys all know Deborah. That personality didn't start yesterday. That's how she's always been. She was like, oh my God, thank you. And from that moment on, people thought we were brother and sister. She started calling me brother. That people would say to us in prac training, they'd go, how cool that you and your sister are both in the same practitioner class and you're both, doing this kind of training, right? Okay, so follow me here. So we'd go our practitioner training, we graduate, this, that, and the other. Journeys go on. She's telling me about she's coming to speak at her mother's church, where her mom comes to church, which is Center for Spiritual Living, Antelope Valley. I see her post, this, that, and the other. And I have my page on Instagram, my spiritual motivational page, and I posted something that, of course, goes on Facebook. And in the comments, she writes, preach, brother, right? The comment underneath, she tags the Center for Spiritual Living and says he would be a great speaker at your center. I saw it. I was like, I didn't think anything of it. About a week, 2 weeks later, I get a call from the center. Actually, I get a DM message on Facebook saying, hey, we would love to have you at the center. And my chatter came up. My fear came up. Because I do personal development trainings for teams and for companies and stuff like that. And I did some work at different New Thought churches, but it'd been years. So my chatter comes up, and my chatter says, listen, you do trainings for personal development and you work for companies and stuff like that, but a spiritual center, you haven't done that in a while. That's not you. You're not that good. Relax, right? So I didn't call. I was like, nope, ignore. It's not for me. But what I forgot, because God is so good, that in my meditation and my prayer work, what I keep saying, and I still say it every day, I say, God, what I'm doing is I'm attuning my inner hearing and I'm focusing my inner seeing so that I can see and hear and feel and know and embody the specific, unique ways in which you speak to me, in which you guide me, in which you direct me, in which you show me how to be of service, how to do your will, how to be the best manifestation for you and of you, because I realize that I'm not only here for you, I'm here as you. So I'm on my way to work and I'm driving and I get to the stoplight at Sweetser and Beverly. I'll never forget. I'm right there. And I heard a voice said, you know when you wonder how I speak to you? That was me speaking to you. And I see the message from Facebook. That's literally what God said. I see that's how I speak to you. How did you think it was going to happen? I was going to show up and be like, hey, how are you? I'm God. No, I know what you'll listen to. I know what you'll watch for. So that's where I come in and get you. The light turned green. I crossed the light. I turned over. And I called. At that time, it was Cindy Lou, the executive secretary. And I called her and I said, my answer is yes. Tell me yes and when. Because how much more clearer than a voice saying to you, you've been asking to know how I speak to you, how I guide you. That's me. That's how I guide you. I use people and situations and things. I know your favorite color is blue. That's why the team's showing up on blue. If I tell you to make a right, don't go, it seems too easy. Let me make a left. No, make the right. Make the right. That's how the universe speaks to you, because it knows what you'll listen to, right? So why do I bring that up now? Because I have to tell you, I sit here in true and absolute gratitude, because what this community, what the center, right, what this congregation has done for me, the fact that it has reminded me not only of whose I am, but who I am. You know, I was doing my live this morning from the sanctuary, and I was just so giddy. I just kept smiling because I was sitting in a room that I think we agreed 1956 the center was built. It was finally 57. Right? 1957, you know the amount of people that have sat in that sanctuary since 1957? That have prayed in there, that have meditated in there, that have sang in there, that have cried in there, that have wept in there. That was in there. It was so palpable that I could feel it. I could reach out my hands and I could feel that energy. I could feel that vibration. And I was sitting there. And then on top of that, I was sitting on one of the chairs that the practitioners used to meditate on. Do you know how many practitioners that sat on that chair and meditated and brought their consciousness? And I was sitting in that chair and I was speaking the word because I finally heard the universe. I heard God speak to me and say, stop playing small. I don't make small. And if I made it small, I made it small because it's small has a purpose. I didn't make you small. I made you big. I made you with full potential. I gave you a word inside of your spirit that people need to hear. I gave you a song, Stacey Justis, inside of your spirit that people need to hear. I gave you a gift. Each and every single one of us has that gift. Whatever it is, your gift doesn't look like mine or Stacey's or Espi's or Bruce's or Renee's or Jane's or your gift. Find out what it is. Connect with that. Because each and every single one of us has absolutely something to be grateful for. And what we have to be grateful for is that right there, right where you are, the same power and presence that governs the universe governs your very life. Expresses itself in, through, and as you. And that's not something to just take for granted and not to be consciously aware of every single moment. Every single moment, like it would sound like spiritual Tourette's. Anybody knows what spiritual Tourette's is like? Spiritual Tourette's goes like this. Oh, I'm God. 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 Oh, look at me. God, 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 God. That's spiritual Tourette's. That's how it should be. Where people would walk around and be like, oh, okay, crazy. Let me walk away from you. Do you know what I mean? because we are involved and enveloped in that kind of consciousness. To be so okay to stand here and go, yeah, this right here is holy ground. You want to know why? Because I'm standing on it. And to be proud to say that, because it's not coming from ego. It's coming from me honoring the fact that God decided to make me in and out of its own image, decided that there was a need on this planet, and it created this vehicle to feed that need, and it decided to call it Carlo. And for that, I am incredibly grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now we have the amazing Stacey's going to come along. She's going to do our song, our third song, which is called I'm So Grateful, the gratitude song. What I know that for those of you that are watching on Facebook Live, it's actually on the Facebook page so you can watch it. We've passed out some of the lyrics around, if I'm not mistaken, right? So you guys please sing along. And of course, the beautiful and fabulous Miriam is going to also join you along.
Yes,
so
Miriam's joining us.
ladies, take it away.
Thank you, Carlo. That was beautiful and
Thank you.
like hit me right there. Like, you know, it's so funny how someone speaks. Anybody, we're so called to manifest what we need to hear, and I just appreciate that because I sometimes play small too, and God's like, girl, you don't really need to. Well, I don't know what that's about. It's that hypnotized part of us. This Gratitude Sunday, gratitude before us, gratitude behind us, gratitude to the left of us, gratitude to the right of us, gratitude above us, gratitude below us, gratitude within us, and gratitude all around us. It's a Karen Drucker song. All of us know this, so just sing along with us and let's amp up the gratitude. You know, gratitude begets more gratitude, and it's such an open, receptive space to be, and I think that's why I'm so emotional today, because I'm filled with so much gratitude as an opportunity to be here with everybody. Such a beautiful place and such a beautiful day. Thank you, Miriam.
Thank you.
Espi, are you going to join us? Okay, Bruce. Thank you.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. Sing it with us. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. Oh, I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
So right now, I'm grateful for And so right here, right now, I'm grateful for each and every single one of us. Right now, just take the time and just turn within and connect right now to at least 3 things that you're grateful for. Be grateful for life. Be grateful for the opportunity to be here and to praise. Be grateful for the opportunity to be reminded right here, right now, right where I am, the power, the presence, the love, the light of God is.
Yes.
Right here, right now, I'm absolutely grateful for the gift that each and every single one of us is. The grace, the gift of music, the gift of song. Indeed, gratitude.
Below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. Oh, I'm so grateful. 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 We're so grateful. We're so grateful. We're so grateful. Grateful for all of you. Thank you for coming here today. Thank you for sharing with us this beautiful energy, this beautiful day, the sun, the full moon that's tonight. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And so now let's just take a time to just absolutely just turn within. And it is from and out of this place of true and absolute gratitude. Gratitude for this very now moment. Gratitude for this very day. Gratitude for the knowing of our relationship with Source, in us, through us, as us, and all around us. Knowing that there's no place, knowing that there's no circumstance, knowing that there's no situation, no event, no spot where it is not. Therefore, I know that it is expressing itself in, through, and as my very life. And as it expresses in, through, and as my very life, I know that it expresses in, through, and as the life of every single being within the reach of my voice. Whether you're here live, whether you're in your car, whether you're watching from Facebook Live, I know that right there, right where you are, the power, the presence, the love, the prosperity, the abundance, the joy, and all that is good of God is expressing itself in, through, and as you. From this place of oneness, I just bless, and I'm so grateful for this time together. Knowing that we have been nourished, knowing that we have been blessed, knowing that we have been touched through music, through meditation, through the reading, through the spoken word, through connection. I bless each and every single one of you. I bless you on your day. I bless you on your journeys. I bless you, and I bless your loved ones, and your loved ones' loved ones, and your loved ones' loved ones, and their loved ones. Until this entire planet is blanketed by this love, by this grace, by this gratitude. So it is from and out of this place of true and absolute gratitude that I release this word now, knowing that it is done, not because I call it done, but because the Father, Mother God, Divine Holy Spirit that speaks through me calls it done. We just simply allow it to be, to unfold with ease and grace by saying, and so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. So again, we just want to thank each and every single one of you for being here. Thank everyone who helped, everyone who just bring in. Again, Renee, thank you for the meditation. Stacey, thank you so much for ministering us through music. Espi, thank you for your consciousness. Thank you for the reading. And again, my brother, welcome to the tribe. Thank you for answering the call. Miriam, thank you so much. Joey, thank you. Jane, every single one of you for being here. We love you so much. And keep watching the newsletters, the Facebook page, because we're going to be telling you about more services like this that we're going to be taking care of. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, but more importantly, take care of each other. We love you. Thank you guys so much. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday.